Presentation on our 2009 Mercedes ML63 AMG. Now I just want to talk about this particular model because they're quite underrated, these cars, and this is one of the reasons why we bought this particular car. So this is a 164 shape, W164 shape ML63, but it is the facelifted car. So I think it was late 2008 onwards they had a slight facelift, so things like LED lights, slightly redesigned front bumper, wheels, and some of the interior is slightly more updated, so it's got a fresher feel than the sort of pre-08 cars, and they are quite rare, these. So this particular car is finished in obsidian black metallic. It's done 109,000 miles. It's had the cam cover gaskets replaced, which was quite a common thing. Engine's very good. I have done a few miles in this car and thoroughly enjoyed it, and it just presents very, very well for the age and mileage. So it's not heavily chipped, the paintwork's fresh, the interior's fresh. It's not a typical SUV of this age. It has been looked after. We bought the car directly from the previous owner and have just done a few things just to sort of bring it up to standard, really. So most notably, we have fitted a set of Continental Sport Contact 7 Merc rated tyres. So this has got the optional diamond cut 21-inch wheels. So if you look at sort of tyre prices, a lot of people cut corners and put budget tyres on, but you have to have the correct tyres so these cars drive properly. And actually, as a package, you know, it's got the M156 6.2 litre V8, which is a very, very sought after engine. A lot of people love them in the C63, E63, but this is the only package available where it comes with a 4MATIC four-wheel drive system. So obviously I know the car's an SUV, but if you think about it on paper, it's around 510 horsepower, lots of torque, normally aspirated, hand-built V8, sounds amazing. And just, you know, even though this car is over 2 tons and quite a big car, it does go incredibly well. But bodywork wise, hopefully it comes across on this video how clean this car is. And the facelift just looks very cool. And the other thing to point out as well, obviously how we've priced this car, I know that there will be some later shape ML63s for sale with the 5.5 litre bi-turbo engine, and I just want to sort of touch on that point, because if you look at that car visually, it doesn't really look that much different to the diesel. But this particular shape, especially in facelift like this, you've got all the extended wheel arches on it. Looks very aggressive sort of lower trim there, and it just looks very, very cool. And I don't think you can see on this video, but it has got like the solar reflective screen that sometimes looks blue in certain lights. But again, with the LED rear lights and this lower diffuser, it does look a real eyeful in the flesh. So spec wise, diamond cut 21-inch wheels, that was an option. Privacy glass was an option. It's also got radar guided cruise control, which is very useful. Xenon lights are standard. It's got the side running boards as well. Very, very big spec car this. So Harman Kardon stereo. There is Bluetooth in this car, but we've fitted like a it's almost like a Bluetooth device where you can pair your music up without any wires, so that's quite a good feature. So it sort of can do everything that a modern car can do. So there's a facelifted steering wheel. Some more good options are heated rear seats and heated and cooling front seats. So there's not a lot that have got that, but again, condition wise, look at the bolster, very good. Electric memory seats, but there's quite a lot of useful tackle on an ML. So sport and comfort suspension, it's got downhill descent, you can also raise the suspension, there's an off-road mode on it as well, nav system, there's a sunroof, and there's also the factory rear screen. So these are not an aftermarket item, these are factory screens, and it's got the remote control with it. You can play DVDs through it. So there's the heated rear seats. But yeah, quite a rare thing. They work fine, so no issues with that. So there's no pet smells or anything in this car, no smoke smells. It's very fresh and original. So Harman Kardon stereo, subwoofer in the boot, but it's just nice, this car. You know, a lot of other AMG models have probably not been looked after as well as this at this sort of age. It's even got things like, it's got the original first aid kit as well in the boot. All the tools are there. So it's not heavily scratched on the rear bumper or anything like that with dogs getting in and out. It's just, as I say, a very fresh car. So a great prospect really. And I think, you know, as a whole, if you look at it, it's a very high spec vehicle. It's at a good price point. I think this car new was about something like £90,000. Keyless entry, keyless go. It has got a ghost immobiliser fitted, so another positive point. But as a package for this sort of money, if you need an SUV and you want performance, there's nothing really with a performance and soul like this. And if you compare it to an equivalent Range Rover, it's a lot rarer, arguably a lot cooler, sounds better, drives better, and just actually quite an exciting thing. I mean, if you kept it a long time, would it go up in value? Maybe. It's definitely worth considering, you know, as a sort of, you know, investment in some ways. But how cool does that look? So condition wise, being very critical, some of the diamond cut wheels have got a few marks on them, but as you can see there, just not too bad. I don't think there's anything on that particular wheel. It's probably the odd mark on this rear one. A little bit of corrosion on the centre cap, but nothing really that would make you want to run out and get the wheels done. It does present very well. But just completely transforms the car with this sort of set of premium tyres on it. Not many stone chips to report on the front end. I mean, there are some small ones, but I don't think this video will pick them up. There's a slight scuff on that arch trim there. But again, age and mileage, there's nothing that sort of takes away from how the car looks. There's a bit of a mark on the bumper there that's been previously touched in, but nothing that would concern you. So I guess anyone looking for one of these, probably seen quite a lot of cars on Auto Trader. There's some pre-facelift cars which you can't really compare this to. Yes, it's the same engine and gearbox and whatnot, but this just looks a lot more modern, and is probably the most modern way, or is definitely the most modern way into a 6.2 litre SUV. You know, best colour, obsidian black. The number plate will be retained and it will go back onto its original 09 plate, but just a very cool thing. Averages around 17 to the gallon, and it does fall into the higher road tax bracket, but you know, surely this is fairly depreciation proof if you're going to keep it, and it's not a car that you would buy and have to start spending money on to get it up to standard, like probably most of them that are on the market that have been heavily used and abused. This is just a very, very sharp ML63. So does everything a G-Wagon will do. Probably more comfortable. I know it's probably not got the status, but you are getting pretty much the same thing, but with a better engine, in my opinion. Be a great winter toy, or something that any avid AMG collector that's not already got one would probably consider, because it does do a myriad of things. So yeah, give us a call, happy to talk about it, but it is a good car. We can arrange finance, car will come with 6 months warranty. We can also deliver it nationwide. But yeah, very good prospect for somebody. And there you go. Thank you for watching.